Yo, how's it going? This is not a dress up. This is not some fancy fucking dress up. Yeah? This is not some fancy fucking dress up. You know? Bit of a laugh, bit of a lol. In the winter because it's cold. This is a point I'm trying to make. And it's an experiment, a rabbit hole that I'm gonna go down. It's called taking health really fucking seriously. That is the experiment. Nope, I lied. It's not an experiment, it's a lifestyle, taking your health really seriously. That's why I'm dressed up like a fucking tool, ready for the snow, when I'm fucking not even snowing right now. I'm trying to make a point. Artificial blue lights are really fucking dangerous shit. Really fucking dangerous shit. All lights, like even that stupid bulb over there. But artificial blue lights, especially so. They're the fucking death of mankind. And you guys know there's like a million reasons why we've gotten healthier this past 100, 200 years. Yeah? Electricity. I mean, off the top of my head, you guys can put in the comments, feel free to put in the comments why the fuck people are getting unhealthier. So look, quick, electricity. Eating too much. Not eating vegetables, never fasting, not getting enough sunlight, not having their sun exposed to the light, their skin, a lot of skin at the daytime. But a huge factor in it is the fucking artificial blue lights at night. You know, they really are degrading the fucking physical body. Each part of your skin that gets hit with the artificial blue lights, it fucks it up. It's fucking with mitochondria, it's fucking with cells, it's fucking with your energy, it's dehydrating. Did you know that? Blue lights dehydrate big time. If you expose your eyes to blue lights, forget about melatonin, which I've talked about. You will not produce melatonin. That's a huge factor. We will not produce melatonin. That's because the blue lights from the fucking artificials are, you know, it's like a mini sun. You don't want mini sun in the nighttime. The melatonin won't come up. But beyond that, it actually dehydrates the eyeballs and it dehydrates the skin. And dehydration is not a good thing. You know, planned dehydration is fine from dry fasting, but if you're making your dry fast harder with the blue lights, it's just not a good thing. Blue lights really are the fucking death, and I'm going extreme with this. I'm going extreme with experimentation and probably lifestyle. This is not just an experiment, this is my life now. Fucking the weird guy that protects himself from blue lights at night time. I don't even want it on my brain anymore. And my pineal, yeah? I've got gloves as well. And socks, and my whole body's covered up apart from like the bits of my face, but I don't know how to cover up my entire face because I'd be looking like a fucking burqa lady. Not that I care. I'll probably get around to that too. That weird guy in this room, like just completely covered up. But no, I'm starting to add the hat now because the brain being exposed, the pineal and the third eye being exposed to fucking blue lights does not sit well with me. The eyes are the most important, by the way. That's why I promote blue blockers. That's why melatonin will still rise even if you know, just as long as you protect your eyes. But I don't want any part of my skin now. I don't want to be part of having any part of blue lights from TVs, from this fucking tablet, from mobile phones. That's what blue lights are. TVs, mobile phones, tablets, computers, or laptops. I don't want any part of that. I reject it. I mean, I still use the technology and I appreciate the technology, but at night time, I do not want that shit. Even the daytime, I'm going to start getting to the daytime as well. But especially at night time, I do not want that shit touching my fucking skin and damaging my body and degrading my physical body vessel. You know, I don't mean it's going to cause me disease tomorrow. It's a slow thing, just like eating shitty foods, never fasting, never getting sunlight. These are slow things. But I'm working on myself slowly and improving myself very slowly. And trying out this experiment because, I said this before, I think light is more important than diet. So that's my jam at the moment, at this stage of my journey. That's my message to you guys. Diet is powerful. All medicines are powerful, but holistic health is holistic. And light is a key factor in why people nowadays are getting diseases. Key. It stresses out the body. That's another thing with artificial blue lights. Not only does it dehydrate the cells of your body, the mitochondria, dehydrates you. It stresses you out, puts you in a fight or flight mode, and it stops the relaxation and rest and parasympathetic action. You do not want that shit. You do not want to be in a stressful state when you shouldn't be. That's why you're getting corrupted. That's why kids can't sleep at night time with their mobile phone by their bed looking at fucking screens, yeah? The melatonin's a factor, but beyond that, the blue light is destructive, man. It really is. It's destroying people. And as you can see from me, you don't need to look like a complete fucking weirdo with weird glasses. This doesn't actually look that bad. Not like I give a shit or anything. You know, these glasses look kind of cool. You know, if you're concerned about your fucking looks. You know, but it's powerful. The main thing I think is the brain and the eyes to protect them from bad light. And in the daytime, of course, you want to be exposing as much skin as possible. It's winter in the UK, so I'm struggling to take my top off and get my chest out, but because it's too cold. But in the daytime, you don't need to do this. Obviously, you want to get as much skin exposed as possible. In fact, here's a hack for you, a pro tip. I've said this before. You guys might have heard it. In the daytime, you're outside. Do not wear a fucking hat in the daytime if you can avoid it. If you're in the tropics and it's 40 degrees non-stop, or in Texas or something, fair enough. But if you can avoid, this is a little pro tip for better for your health in the daytime, if you can avoid wearing a hat, you will benefit because your brain to receive sunlight. Just as I want my brain to be protected from artificial fake fucking blue lights at nighttime, I want the sunlight on my brain in the daytime, and a hat stops that. Yeah, okay, you still get the light on your face, but you want the light entering the whole part of your brain, yeah, the back part and the top part. Because guess what? Light has the power to penetrate seawater to a depth of 12 feet. So of course light penetrates your brain. It's obvious. That's a huge reason why light feels amazing to us. It makes us deep breathe. And it penetrates deep into your brain. And it cures you of that depressions and, you know, all these corruptions of the brain from negative thinking, you know, that myself and others have been through. So, yeah, it's powerful. That's the key. You want your skin exposed. To summarize, you want your skin as much skin as possible to the light, especially your eyes and your testicles and genitals, ladies. Your genitals. You want that in the daytime. So number one, number two, prioritize getting your eyes. Everyone does that though. All the normal unhealthy people, when they go outside, which is good for them, they all have their eyes exposed. But you want second to that, to be up on the unhealthy people, and you don't want to go complete nude because you can't. Just try and get your genitals, go and get some privacy, go and buy those Kaniki tan-free shorts I talk about. Yeah, buy that shit. Because then you don't have to be naked, and you can get 80% of the light in through your genitals, and that'll put you big up on health compared to other people. So in the daytime, you want your skin exposed as much as possible. At nighttime now, I'm going to go hardcore, experimenting, to report back the information. I'm not the only person experimenting, but I will use the platforms to try and figure out how it's affecting me in a positive manner and how powerful this light thing is. I already know it's powerful, but I'm going to plug deeper with it for the sake of if I can help, you know, other people with it. And it's a lifestyle thing, like I said. It's something that I want to do now. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, you've got to be weird to be healthy in this world. By the way, you've got to be fucking weird to be healthy, because the normal is unhealthy. Yeah, and if normal's cool, I reject cool completely. Yeah. I just want to be as healthy and the best version of myself as possible. And that is how. And by the way, with these glasses, they're red tinted, so it's kind of weird looking at people's, I've got used to the TV and watching TV with the red tint, but reading people's comments, reading words with it, it's kind of fucking, it's definitely weird, man. So check it out. Yeah, Jackie, man. Troy. Glenn. AJ. Let's read this quickly. Yes, the see-through shorts. I should use them more. I just whip my dick out because I'm in private. I've got my own little space where I can do it. So I wear my shorts anyway, but I'd rather just whip my dick out and, you know, get the dancers out in privacy, knowing that no one's going to come. But I have as a backup in case I know that the neighbours are, you know, I'm in a place where the neighbours can see on either side of me. Sometimes I do go to that place where the neighbours can see either side. Then I won't whip my dick out, and I'll put my shorts. I put my Kaniki shorts so that they won't know That's the thing with the Kaniki tan-free shorts. If you guys don't know, it lets the light through. Like, it's got micro holes in it, so it's kind of see-through, but not. I mean, no one can see your privates, but it does let the light in. And if you look at it, if you take it and look through the holes, you can actually see through it from your end, but other people can't see your privates. So it's a very good. Everyone should have #1 key in your arsenal. Some things do cost money. It's pretty cheap though. It's very cheap if you buy the Kaniki tan-free, but some things are worth paying money for, and that's one of them. You know, if you can't get your junk out in private because you just don't live in that place, buy the see-through. They've got for women the tan-through for bras and shit. So, you know, I highly recommend them, and they're cheap. They're like $12, $13 for a piece, the cheapest ones. So it depends on if you want to go for more expensive looks, but you know, I got mine very cheap, so I got 7 pairs. I'm pretty like hardcore with my Kaniki. I don't get any fucking money from them either for doing it. I'm just giving it out for free, and hadn't even asked them for commission or shit. You know, what a nice guy you are, Harry. You know, I've sold a couple. You know, other people buying them and then just doing it for putting the good karma out there, people. Putting the good karma out there. One day I'll get some karma back. Nah, I'm joking. I love doing it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Right, let's read this. God, it's hard to type with the gloves on, isn't it? Just take them off for a second. Yep, Glenn, mate, that makes sense. Dark view. Okay, there's another one called Iris. That one's touted about in the health community a lot. Iris is a very good one. People talk about that one. So I'm not saying dark view is not good. I just know Iris is very good for protecting your screens, because it's not even about the light per se. The Iris, what it does is there's a flicker rate. There's a flicker rate going on the TV, and that's separate to the fucking the light color. There's the flicker is really bad. And the only program that apparently ever removes the flicker completely is the Iris. So look into that. It costs like $10 apparently. $10. You can get a free version, which I've got on now, a free version of it. Not sure if it does the job quite as good as the $10, which is not expensive. I really should get to that as well. Yes. Okay. Ugh. Yep. Agree. Yep. Tan bed's alright. You want to get natural though. And same with infrared light therapy. That's a good one. But sunlight, if you get enough sunlight, you don't need to buy an infrared. Infrared light therapy to me is just people being lazy that could go outside. Instead of going outside and getting a sun, you're spending your time inside getting a red light therapy. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people like paying money for shit like that. That's fine. I've had one, so yes. Oh yeah. Do not get EMFs on your naked balls. I mean, EMFs penetrate anyway through clothes, so that's the concern of EMFs. They damage you anyway. You can't get away from EMFs unless you turn off the Wi-Fis and your routers, but even then we're exposed to them from cell phone towers. So location of where you live is huge, which is why people say it's not good to live in the city, and I agree. Cities have like way more EMFs, and they're way more dangerous than living in towns and countries where there's less cell phone towers, less EMF coverage, and there's nothing we can do to protect ourselves. Well, that's a bit of a wrong statement. We can protect ourselves healthy generally, but I mean we can't chop down EMF exposure, and we can't put on clothes to protect ourselves. And actually, that's a lie. You can. You can buy special clothes. I'm wearing one now. I forgot about that. I'm wearing no, I'm not. It's in the wash. But I have an expensive from lessemf.com, a hoodie which costs 150 fucking quid. I bought 2-3 years ago when I had money. Now I don't. But I had some excess money at that point, and I bought it, and I invested in it, and that's a good investment. You can buy clothes that protect you from EMFs. They reduce the EMF damage, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that's it. The message is this. Start protecting yourself. Start protecting yourself from nascent artificial blue lights. Start researching blue lights. They are really fucking dangerous. There's a guy from on YouTube called Extreme Health Radio, a show. The guy that does it, runs it, is called Justin Stiller. Whatever his name is, he's a good guy, and he talks about it. Light is more important than diet, and he does exactly this shit. You know, protect yourself. Stop wearing a scarf as well. That's what I'm doing at night time all the time now, for the blue lights. I don't want my thyroid attacked by blue lights. I'm starting to look at blue lights as the enemy, because light is the enemy. Artificial fake fucking lights. As if light's not fake enough. Artificial foods, artificial people. The Matrix program, now we've got artificial blue lights. You know, we've got artificial fucking everything. We've got to start thinking of a lot of these things, man. It's fucking crazy. On that note, I will leave you.